Hello, I'm Darth Kaiser, and today we are going to talk about top 10 Force sensitives in Star Wars Legend. Number 10, Anakin Skywalker. And the reason I put him down here is because he never reached his full potential. Number 9, Darth Plagueis. I put Darth Plagueis in honorable mentions last time, but the reason why I put him on number 9 in Legends is because he nearly cheated death. He trained Darth Sidious and indirectly created Anakin Skywalker through the Force. Because the Force got mad at him, and the Force decided it was time to send somebody to kill him. So that's how Anakin Skywalker came to be. Darth Plagueis also taught Sidious how to cheat death. And he would have cheated death also, but Sidious killed him while Plagueis was asleep. Ironic. Number 8, we have Mace Windu. Mace Windu mastered his own lightsaber form and built it around a technique that he discovered called Vapan, which was when you took your opponent's dark side of the Force, your opponent, the Sith, when Jedi face Sith, the Sith become tapped into the dark side. So they give off tons of dark side energy. Mace Windu mastered the art of turning the energy back at them. So he would basically become a mirror and mirror it back at them. So instead of using the dark side force to affect him, it would accidentally affect them instead. Also, he had an ability called Shatterpoint, which he could see weaknesses in anything. So, big tank, see the weakness, bang, destroyed. That's how it works. And number 7, we have Yoda, the old troll. The old troll is like the most powerful guy in Star Wars if you don't look at some of these other characters. The man at 900 lifted up a ship out of the water. And at 900, I don't think I would have the focus to do that. I'd be rambling like I am right now, except all day, every day. Also, in his late 800s, he was able to fight toe-to-toe with the master of Form 2 Makashi, Count Dooku. That's saying a lot because I couldn't do it at 800. I'm not going to reach that old. Number 6, Obi-Wan Kenobi, the master of Sarusu and the low and high ground. And that's very important. The high and low ground is more powerful than even unlimited power. Also, he did something in Legends that he didn't do in canon, which was escape a Sith torture mask. And that is really big because the Sith torture masks diminishes one's ability to use the Force. So, meaning that when he was wearing the Sith torture mask, he was pretty much like every other normal person. But he was able to escape by breaking the Sith torture mask. And that's really hard. Number 5, we have Darth Revan. Anybody who's played Knights of the Old Republic knows about Darth Revan. He is a very powerful Force user. Some say that he was the chosen one before Anakin. He was a master with the lightsaber, and he was a brilliant strategist and highly attuned to the Force. He also trained a very powerful apprentice in Darth Malak, who was able to rule an empire for a short period of time, but he was still more powerful and was able to defeat Malak in one-on-one combat. And that is a lot, because not only did he defeat Malak, but he defeated many others in combat, and was a real master of the art of lightsabers, and used the form HoloNet, which was extremely hard to master. At number 4, we have Darth Sidious. The man cheated death. The man also was a master at masking his ability to use the Force. He would literally stroll in the Jedi Temple all the time. He would come and visit to see Anakin. Nobody would know he was a Force user. The ability to mask, it takes so much Force energy to mask that ability that it would have killed a lot of Jedi if they tried. That's how powerful he was. Also, he was a master at lightsaber dueling, but some might say he wasn't a master of all the forms, but he actually knew every form and could use every form. Number 3, we have Darth Vader. Darth Vader, unlike in canon, was not as hampered by the suit. Actually, he used the suit more to an advantage than when he does in new canon. He used it multiple times, including to defeat a clone of Darth Maul in one-on-one combat. Also, he was able, unlike in somewhat, in new canon, he really didn't fight too many Jedi after Revenge of the Sith. But in the Legends, he actually fought many Jedi and pretty much purged the remaining Jedi by himself. After Order 66, he went around and purged them all pretty much single-handedly. And even though he never reached his full potential, he still got much higher on the power ranking than Darth Vader in new canon. Number 2, Luke Skywalker. Unlike in new canon, Luke Skywalker had abilities that no other Jedi had, well, few Jedi had before him. He was able to unlock Force Discipline, or Electric Judgment, whatever you want to call it. He also survived the Vuzan Vong purges, and survived Abeloth, who was, in her own right, one of the most powerful characters of all time. But she doesn't make this list. He also trained properly a whole group of Jedi, and was able to make sure the Order would survive for an extended period of time after he died. Unlike a new canon where he was an utter failure, but he also had many Force powers I'm not going to touch today, including the ability to use Shatterpoint. He was able to figure out how to use that to a certain extent. He also fought a clone of himself using his father's lightsaber. That's right, he did, and he won. He also turned to the dark side for an extended period, but was able to turn back. Before I do number 1, I'm going to give some honorable mentions. Abeloth, Darth Bane, Count Dooku, Darth Malak, Darth Krayt, Darth Sion, Darth Malgus, Jason and Jaina Solo, Leia Organa Skywalker Solo, that's a mouthful, Qui-Gon Jinn, Mitra Surik, Darth Maul, and Jar Jar Binks. That's some honorable mentions. And don't ask why Jar Jar Binks is still there, even though he never really had too much in Legends that proved my point. At number 1, Darth Nihilus. You probably never heard of Darth Nihilus unless you played Knights of the Old Republic 2, but the man literally ate planets. He ate them, and it was just horrifying. Also, he was immortal. He ditched his body and put his spirit in his clothes so he could pretty much be immortal. And he put his spirit also in his mask so they had to stay together. That's how he was defeated. And he mastered the Way of the Black Hand, which was an ancient Sith lightsaber form, which was very hard to beat. There was only 1 in a billion Force users could beat him. And he was unlucky enough to face one of the only ones who could ever beat him. That is how he was defeated. But he could come back, technically, if you brought his mask and clothes back together. So what do you think? Do you disagree, or do you agree? Leave your comments down below. Like and subscribe. Darth Kaiser out.